everyone and hello sir. I am Elizabeth A. Perez, Bisowa 3 Block 7. For this video, I am discussing about the obligation and contracts. So first, let's discuss about the obligation. What is obligation? Obligation is the action of obligating oneself to a course of action. It is a juridical necessity to do or not to do. Obligation refers to the actions that must be fulfilled or performed. In obligation, there are general types. First is a personal obligation, an obligation either to do or not to do. Under of positive, an obligation to do, negative, an obligation not to do. For example, in house, if you are a mother or a father, you are obliged to buy something you need for your children or to pay some expenses like bills. But even though you are obliged, not all the time you pay for it. Your consensus or rules can be followed. Second one is a real obligation. It's an obligation to give. In a real obligation, there are specific. Real obligation is to deliver a determinate object. Second one is generic real obligation, is to deliver a generic object. An obligation to do includes all works and services you need to do or perform, while an obligation to give is a prestation. What is prestation? Prestation is the conduct required to be observed by debtor or obligor. Let's move about the contracts. What is contracts? Contract is a promise enforceable by law. It requires the mutual assent for two or more persons, one of them making an offer and another accepting. There are types of contracts. First is unilateral. Contracts is one in which only one party making a promise. Second is bilateral. A contract is one in which each of the parties making a promise. The difference about of unilateral is only one party, while the bilateral is many parties making a promise. In business, contracts are important because they outline expectations for both parties, protect both parties if those expectations aren't met, and look for services. Contracts are a tool that helps business to agree more. That's all about my discussing about the contracts and obligation. Hope you learned a little bit. Have a good day, everyone.